Whoa, now here we go. It is an honor, it is a privilege, it is a blessing to be in the presence of greatness once again. My man is in the building. They call him the Steven Spielberg of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Movie producer, exec, actor, you know what I'm saying? Special effects director, red carpet setup man, lights, camera, action. Make some noise, clap it up for my man Romario Facey.
What's good?
Man, you know it's like 80 degrees outside, man. My man still fresh with a
Nah,
little
it's
guitar
cold,
jacket
man.
on. Nah, it is kind of chilly. I always give my man a hard time. No matter where he goes, Romario always best dressed on the scene.
Gotta be, man.
I was teasing him earlier, man, because every time I see him, I'm always in the club and he's always in the club. We both got our sunglasses on, trying to be cool.
I love it,
in the
man.
building. Can't see shit, you know. I'm gonna be cool as ice in the club, you know. Well, welcome to the studio, man. We've been talking about getting you up here for a minute.
For real.
So we can talk about, you know what I'm saying, all your work, all your success, and about your amazing career, man, that you have laid out in front of you, that you've built with your bare hands, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So tell everybody, you know what I'm saying, what fed you to get into movies in the first place? You know what I'm saying? You know, you're a big YouTube sensation. And just tell us, where does that fire and that passion come from, man? Help us out.
Well, you know, ever since I was young, it was just something natural. Like I used to watch like military movies, cowboy movies, and it's like I realized I wanted to be all of these characters, and I'm like, yo, I really don't want to be this person. I just want to play this person, you know. So ever since I was young, I would watch movies and I would mimic the characters and stuff, and you know, it's just natural, man. It's just always been a passion.
So do you remember your first project? Do you remember the first thing that you put on film and that you set a camera up for? Or
Yeah.
What was it? Tell me about that.
I got all my little cousin. I think I was about 13 at the time. I got all my little cousins and we made this movie. What was it called?
You don't remember?
It was a long time ago. It was crazy. You know, those are the picture cameras. Yeah, we made this movie. I forgot what it's called, man. But right after that, we did another thing called Bloody Street. It was just
straight to the violence.
It was disastrous, but it was fun.
But you got to start somewhere, man. And you know, and what type of equipment? You said you were working with, like a video camera? Or
oh no, back then, you know, my mom had a little picture, you know, those little portable picture cameras you used to walk around with. You remember
the portable picture?
Those little cameras you used to take pictures.
The one you wind up?
No, not the one to wind. It's kind of digital, but it's like really small. You could put it in your female could put it in their purse and stuff. And like we used to use those, and it was nothing. It was nothing, man.
But that's cool, man, that you started it off, and you know, a lot of people, they always talk about it, but they never be about it. And that's one thing that I always appreciate about you, man. Since you know what I'm saying, since I heard about you and I started researching, you know, what you were doing, it wasn't like you were just talking about some things that you wanted to do. Right. You know, this is projects that you were, you know, just jumping head first in, and you were gonna get your hands dirty and your feet wet, just going head on in.
Yes, sir.
So we're excited about this, you know, Texas Kill City. We did the red carpet here in Dallas. Never seen anything like that, you know what I'm saying? For a local project to have that type of red carpet and that type of support. You know, the actors were getting dropped off. You know, everybody was in jet black Suburbans, you know, pulling up, rolling out, suited and booted, man. It was like a fashion show. And then to actually get into the theater, it was 2 theaters, I believe we had.
We had the whole building.
Yeah, we had the whole building. So, you know, we get in there, and it was weird because all the people that I had just met on the red carpet, now I was watching them on the screen, and then we were watching a movie together, and as you know, as serious and as dramatic as the movie was, like people were still laughing throughout the whole movie because like that was us, like that was y'all, you know, that was the people that just walked the red carpet, you know, on the scene, and that was my first time really experiencing something like that, man. So I thank you for putting on for the city and inviting me to be a part of that, man. It was really enlightening experience, man, to you know, and to see the work, the project. If a lot of people don't know about the movie, what can you tell them about Texas Kill City? About, you know, just give me like a little preface of what it is.
Texas Kill City is a fictional movie, first to begin with, but there's a lot of different things that would happen, like in Dallas, North Dallas, you know, Oak Cliff, Fort Worth and stuff that we would hear about, and we would intertwine that in the movie. So the movie is really about the DFW, you know. If you live in the DFW, it's a movie that you want to see because it's going to make you feel good, you know what I mean? Like, it's a real gangster movie. Like it's really, really dope, man. Like, it's something that you want to see. You don't want to miss that. Like if you bought that life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, because the movie was shot here. I had a lot of fun, finding out where y'all were shooting these scenes and,
a little puzzle.
The aerial footage of the city and, the helicopter footage and just the quality and the, just the filmography, what do you call it? The filmography or the cinematography. Yeah, like that was just amazing to see.
Right.
And I was just like really proud of you, man, and what you had put together. And I know a lot of people were excited to be a part of the movie. I had one of my friends, my wife's friend's son was in the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he got killed in the first scene. I don't want to give the movie away, but he got killed in the first scene.
Yeah.
And then I seen him again later in the movie. I guess he was playing like another part because he was like, "Yeah, I played 2 different parts." And I'm like, "Man, you got," but he was just the second part. He was just in the background.
Well, you know what though?
Or
Sometimes when you use people as extras and stuff, you make that mistake because when you put out a call and you're like, "Hey, we need people to play extra," and sometimes you don't really keep track of everybody that played an extra.
Yeah.
So those are the mistakes that are made from time to time, but it's forgivable.
No, it was just too cool, man. Just to see him, and he was excited about being a part of the movie and to see him on the red carpet, and the excitement he had to be a part of the movie was really dope. But just like anybody I talked to that was a part of the movie. So I know we coming up on the release of this movie. It's gonna be
it's already released.
Oh, it just dropped.
Well, it dropped probably like 3 weeks to a month ago.
Okay.
It's on rfpfilms.com, and that's a network that we actually created. So we have it's similar to like Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's a rental platform, so you can go in there, you can rent the movie, and that's rfpfilms.com. So yeah, it's out. It's doing good, and we just need everybody from Dallas to just tune in and just make this thing big, man. Like
rfp.com.
rfpfilms.com.
rfpfilms.com.
Yeah.
So that's Romario
Facey
Productionsfilms.com. Man,
keeping it in the house, man.
How difficult was that to put together a whole site for something like that?
Well, first we start off with a designer. Big shout out to Michael, by the way, and what we thought we needed to do. Michael did a great design overall on the website and stuff, but we later figured out that we couldn't use the software. Let me just say this, and for the people who know about websites, they're gonna be like, "Yo, you joking." We tried to build this with WordPress, and that was just not going to work, but we didn't know that at the time. So Michael did his design. It was beautiful. It was nice. But then after a while, we found out that wasn't the way to go. So I had a designer, Christopher. He flew all the way from Chicago, literally spent 2 months at my penthouse, 2 months, yeah.
Wow.
And he coded a site from scratch. Like, it was amazing. Like, and he built this site, and it's super, 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 super dope. So it was difficult, but hey, it was a lot of moving parts. It wasn't very easy. Had I known how much work it would have took to do it, I probably would have been deferred from it, But hey, it's done,
But that's what I say, man. As I like about you, you don't wait. You're not waiting around for somebody to, to give you permission. You're jumping in and you figuring out as you go.
Right.
And I think that's really where you earn your stripes, man.
Yeah.
I think, the glory is in the story, man, and the more things and the more wounds and things that you can go through, I think number one, it really shows that you want it that bad,
right? And
number two, it feels better when you finish a product, when you have the finished product and it's polished and it's produced and it's it's out for the public.
Yeah,
it must feel better for you, right? Like
it does, man, and in so many different ways, because people don't understand these things. Like, it goes hand in hand with the music and movie, the film industry. The thing about it is that when you make a song or a movie, let's just say movie, because that's what I do. It's so many people that stick their hand in the drawer. It's so many people. You got distributors, which are like the middlemen, and it's a great thing. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful thing. And if I get the right distribution deals, I'll always go for it. But it has to be beneficial for me. Like, I can't go with a distributor that is trying to make a name or whatever. I'm past that. I work too hard. And like, if you're going to try to make a name, I got 12-point-something million followers. I'm going to just do my own thing and push my own thing.
Right.
So I told my crew, which I have some of in the house. I'm not sure if the camera can catch them. I got
they might have to stand up.
Y'all can come over here. Come over here real quick. Come over here real quick. So I introduce my crew. See, I got Absalam right here, and I got Keisha and stuff. So I got two of my crew members here. Yeah, these my people right here.
That's a big dude back there behind you, man. God,
yeah.
You have to back up like 6 feet. Look, back up and stand closer to the door so they can see you. Keep backing up, bro. We barely get. There we go, man. Yeah. Now we can see you now. Big ass dude.
For real.
Is he like slash bodyguard?
Nah, just no. He's my bro, man. Like these people are like family. We make the dream happen.
Right.
So yeah, man, like it was just one of those things where like if Lionsgate was to approach me, which we got some stuff and they will pretty soon, or any one of these bigger distribution company, Warner Brothers or whatever, then that's a deal that I'm gonna go with because why? That's gonna benefit me and that's gonna put me in a certain scale. But with the smaller distribution companies, it's no disrespect or anything. I've done that, been that route. I've put movies out with smaller distribution companies and the movies go out there and it's like we've been told that they paid this amount of money in advertisement, they paid this, and I'm like, where did you advertise this? I didn't see it. I don't see this advertised anywhere. And then it relies on me because now I go to my YouTube platforms and stuff and I tell people, yo, go over here, check this movie out, and then boom, it's like I'm still advertising a movie that you put out there and all of these different platforms. So it's kind of like when I did Texas Skill City, I was just like, I'm going to just keep this in-house. I'm going to just do this myself, unless the offer was to, come the right way, you know what I mean? So I did it. I had a lot of great help. There's a lot of good people behind me helping me to push this. Michael Collier, the comedian.
Yeah, I know Michael, yeah.
I got to say shout out to Malika as well, for making that connection. That's Keisha's sister right there. Okay. You know what I mean?
Scoot over. You behind Romario a little bit. Scoot to right there. Now we can see you. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Keisha's sister right there and stuff. So she hooked us up with Michael Collier and, more and more people to the point where we're now connected with a few people that deal with stuff at BET. And I actually got the opportunity to run the movie through the theater. But at that time, I was already too deep in the website. Yeah. So I tell them like, yo, you know what? I'm just going to foot it because I got to think smart. I'm not going to back a movie through the theater. Right. And I know that, it's steps to this thing. You got to put your ego aside. Yeah. You got to put your ego aside. You got to think smartly. Okay, all right, here what's up. COVID just happened. The movie theaters took a big hit. All right, as human beings, we're naturally lazy. If we find a way to be lazy, it's hard for us to come out of that. So here what happened. Everybody get used to sitting on their sofa and streaming stuff online, get up when they feel like, do what they feel like. Right. So right now, the movie theaters aren't even fully recovered. The only movies that are really doing great is the heavy blockbusters like the Avenger stuff or anything from Marvel, and Top Gun, Black Creed, Panther, Black Panther, stuff like that. So if people are not really going, because a lot of movies are failing. A lot of movies are really failing, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are waiting for them to come out in streaming platforms. So if people are not going to the theater that much to go see some of these actors who's been ripping and doing this thing for like 5-10 years, then why would me, who just break out on the scene, try to put a movie out in the theater and fund it myself, pay hundreds of thousands of dollars? No, I'm not going to do that.
Well, that's good to have it in the bag, though, if they have offer for you.
Yeah.
You keep that in the bag.
When I get to that level. Yeah, and I feel like that's what we're going to do with Texas Skill City is literally break those barriers to the point where when we're done with Texas Skill City, everybody should see me and know exactly who I am.
Well, they're going to see you on Times Square. Don't they have the...
Well, we got billboards. I actually need to talk to the publicist to find out when those billboards actually
That's going to be big time, bro.
Yes.
So you're going to go up there and take some pictures, or are you just going to stay down here and watch it on the screen?
That's the plan. I plan on going up there, getting some pictures and stuff. So
take some of the actors up there and do like a little scene out there.
That's definitely the plans.
So who's your publicist? Because that's a major deal, man.
Pamela, she's in California. She's doing a great job, man. She's really setting up some stuff.
I'm excited about this debut, man. The movie was shot right here. I saw it. I was amazed. I was trying to figure out all the scenes that all the locations that you filmed at. How did you find these locations, and how hard was it getting permits to shoot and things like that in the city?
Well, it wasn't too hard finding the locations. Most of the actors, all the actors are pretty much from Dallas, so they know the ins and outs. So all I would do is just describe to them what I want. and then they'll say, okay, here, there, or whatever, as far as the permits goes, in the state of Texas, which is so cool, is it's a free to shoot state.
Oh, okay,
as long as you don't obstruct traffic or,
Okay.
if you're going to park RVs on the road and stuff, then you need a permit. If you're going to block the street off, then you need a permit and stuff. But if you're going to shoot on private property or you're going to shoot on a road where there's no traffic, and even if there's traffic, as long as when the traffic is coming, you move, then you'll be fine, But there was one incident where we had to keep the South Dallas police on standby because we were shooting in Jamaica Street, South Dallas.
Okay.
And I remember the officer was like, "You shooting where?" I was like, he said, "Do you know what time it is?" And I said, "Yeah, it's 3 a.m. in the morning." He said, "You're shooting at 3 a.m. in the morning in Jamaica Street, South Dallas."
Yeah.
He said, "You know where you are, right?" I said, "Yeah, I got some people from down here." He's like, "You sure you don't want to shoot somewhere else?" I was just like, no, man, we got people who live here, born and raised here, we gonna be all right, So everybody kind of came out with, that's what we did, the basketball scene.
Okay, yeah.
Which is the first scene in the movie. So everybody came out and it was fun, actually. It was pretty peaceful, because, the thing about what people don't understand is, things are bad for more than one reason, man. Sometimes people don't have as much creativity around them, It was so many youths that came out to be a part of Texas Skill City, and they lived that in truth. But they saw something creative and they saw an opportunity and they were excited to be a part of it. There were so many real gangsters that actually played in Texas Skill City, and they were very respectful, very cool. They were, they wanted to be a part of something good, so, and that's something that's always misunderstood. You bring creativity to the youths, and trust me, man, like, you can really make some changes. Empty promises is what create the division and the war and the violence. And when you tell them things are going to get better and you can't show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to give them something to work with,
Yeah, they have to see it. They have to experience it, or else it's not real for them. It's just on the phone or it's just on TV. And once they see it and smell it and like, wow, this is being shot, right here, right down the street from them.
Right.
And then it's like, wow, there is other opportunities, but
There you
until
go. They see
somebody
something
shows them that's dope.
Yeah.
And I know that's part of your purpose, man, is bringing it from here, with the people that are from here, and then delivering it to the people, man. So anybody's just now tapping in, man, rfpfilms.com, Romario Facey Production Films.com, rfpfilms.com. You can get on there and you can click on and you can check out Texas Kill City, man. I was amazed the first time I saw it. And I was getting a kick out of your outfits and your cars you were driving. Like, man, every time this dude steps out, man, he's got a new car. He's got a new outfit. He's fresh in every scene. Like,
we brought up the bangers, man.
Yeah, you brought up the bangers. And speaking of bangers, the special effects and the guns, like, bro, I can't even tell you how many people got killed in this movie, man. It was
Shout out to Gerald Crumb for that. He did all the special effects editing and stuff.
Okay.
He dope, man.
Yeah, because there was like flashes on the gunshots. There were like flashes.
Yeah, he really hooked it up, man. Like, he's cold, man.
Yeah. I'm excited. So, tell me what's next, man. After Texas Kill City, this is gonna be a staple in the city, man.
Right.
It's gonna be, a mark in time,
Right.
Like you were talking about, through Corona and this, as we break away, this is like one of the movies, one of the elements that mark time for us in this city. What's going to be the next move now that you laying the foundation?
The next move is to just keep creating. I have a few films up my sleeve, but the right way to do things is when you produce a film, you want to get it out there. You want to make, because you can have good product. If nobody knows it, they're not going to, be able to find it. You know what I mean? So right now, we're just going to promote Texas Kill City to the fullest, let Dallas, Houston, the whole work, Austin, know about the movie, get in touch with the movie and figure out what's going on, you know what I mean? And then, we're going to get back to some other stuff. I got a couple stuff in mind, so it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be beautiful.
Man, I was so excited to sit down and watch that movie, man. I was like, I'm not going nowhere. Like, this is going to be so dope. I know some of the people in the movie, the scene and of course the city. It was just so cool to watch, man, and I appreciate you, setting it out. How did you pick, the songs for the soundtrack, man? How did that go?
Well, the soundtrack from the movie comes from a different company. They were the one who did the design of that because it was just way easier and everything was already copyrighted and set up the right way and stuff. So they did that, and it was just the easier thing to do at the time, that rather than try to get stuff done individually, and you know what I mean. So they kind of took that and covered that for us with the soundtrack, which was something that we've already made a deal before we even start shooting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then what about like you said earlier, working with law enforcement and working with tactical teams and stuff like that for gear and for guns and that. How did that work out?
Well, this movie is so crazy because there are a lot of ex-military personnel into the movie.
Okay.
There are also currently active police officers into the movie. And we also had I forgot, I think he was I'm not sure if it was Secret Service or something like that.
Okay.
But it was something up there, and we also had state troopers and stuff, so it was really cool. Matter of fact, the SWAT team, when we had the SWAT raid in the movie, the guy who led the SWAT was actually a real Air Force pilot.
Oh, shit.
You know? And so we had all of these people come in because I wrote the script, and I was like, okay, this is how we're going to do it. And then when they came in and the real cops saw it, they were like, we would never do this. They're like, we would never do this. Yeah. And I just gave it to them. I was like, okay, cool. Y'all figure this part out, because y'all are telling me some stuff that I don't think sound cool or whatever, and I don't know how to direct what y'all are saying. So I'm going to just let y'all figure this out. So for the whole entire time when they're inside setting up all of that, I was outside setting up some other stuff, and I just entrust them to do the scene, you know. But it was good though. Yeah. You know, so we had a lot of great help and influence, you know.
Yeah, man, the movie's so action-packed. Yes. I mean, just scene after scene, and then, the girls, that was really my favorite part. Yeah. There's I forgot their names in the movie, but it was just like a pack of girls.
The girls, the chick gang.
Chick gang.
Yeah.
Yo, it was just so dope, and their outfits. And I was like, yo, I don't know if they're gonna dance or they're about to just go through here and kill somebody, and and do some gangster stuff. But it was just fun to see, man, and the creativity, the cinematography, the special effects, the locations, just everything about the movie was just so dope. And, and I don't know if that's because, I live in Dallas. And
everybody in Dallas, man, everybody in the DFW, everybody in Texas need to check this out, especially if you're from Oak Cliff, North Dallas, Fort Worth, y'all better check it out, because y'all gonna love this, man. It's a good look. I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna like that.
Let me tell you something. Look, get your popcorn ready.
Yeah.
All right. Get something to sip on, or something to smoke on, however it is you get in your zone, and just enjoy, man. Just escape for a few hours and put this movie on, Texas Kill City, and you'll see what Romario's talking about. You know what I'm saying? The concept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's come to fruition. The creativity and the production that my man has put out for us and put it for the city is absolutely amazing, man. And we thank you, man. Romario in the building, man.
Definitely.
Thank you for coming through. Welcome to the Nightlife, bro. Check it out, Texas Kill City, rfpfilms.com. Click on that and have a good time. You know what it is, Texas Kill City. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Dope.